Turn that beat up.
Yeah, load up. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna off them. That's it, don't got time to play. Load up.
SL Perion, the Perion Perspective, episode 9. And I'm back with another news story for you. This time, we coming from ET Online, man. ET Online, man. Entertainment. Man, what we got? Gabrielle Union reacts to backlash over comments about infidelity. Oh, wow. Wow. So let's get into this. Let's not wait anymore. Gabrielle Union isn't backing down in the face of criticism and has some advice for her critics who are slamming recent comments she made about infidelity in her previous marriage. Union stunned on the carpet at the season 3 premiere of Apple TV drama series Truth Be Told, held at the Pacific Design Center in West Hollywood on Thursday. And she opened up to ET's Nichelle Turner about the backlash she's gotten for remarks made during a recent episode of Dax Shepard Armchair Expert podcast. If you're going to get in your panties in a twist about something I've been talking about since 2005, in not one but 2 New York Times best-selling books, at least listen to the whole thing, Union said, rolling her eyes as the heat she's gotten. Just so you know where your anger actually is. During the episode in question, which was released early this month, Union looked back on her tumultuous first marriage to former Jacksonville Jaguars player Chris Howard. The couple met in 1999, got hitched in 2001, and ended their marriage 4 years later. Describing their union as just dysfunctional from day one, Union said that on her end, she felt entitled to cheat because she was making more money than her former husband. So let's stop it right there. So we got Gabrielle Union that's basically saying that she felt entitled to cheat because she's making more money than her husband, right? Okay, so what is that called, guys? What is that called? That is called basically, what does basically a hoe does? A hoe says, look, you got enough money? Hey, I'm yours. But if you don't have enough money, hey, I'm going to wherever the bag is. You see what I'm saying? So for her to even say that, and for her to even feel entitled to do that, now, a lot of women are saying, possibly like, well, hey, she's making the money. She feel like, she can do this. Now, a lot of men make more money than their wives or than their girlfriends in a relationship. Does that mean that those men can go out and feel entitled to cheat? Not necessarily. You have is respect on both sides. I don't think anybody should feel entitled to cheat just because they make more money than their partner. I think that if you feel that way, then you don't need to be in a relationship. You just need to be, single, or you just need to be just dating. You just don't need to be in a deep relationship because you want to get somebody hurt. Because money comes and goes. Beauty comes and goes. Like, things come and go. But your bond and your relationship is supposed to stay essentially forever, for life, right? So, for her to even admit this, it just tells you, basically, it explains to you the mentality of Gabrielle Union and possibly the reasons why Dwayne Wade is the reason why he is, unfortunately, on how she possibly manipulated him and his son. You see, so to me, this is not normal behavior, and it's very toxic. So let's carry on. I was paying all of the bills. I was working my ass off, and I felt like that's what comes with it. The actress recalled. She called infidelity the spoils of riches. adding, like my dad before me, whoever has the most gets to do whatever the hell they want, is what I thought. So let's stop again right there. So from her perspective, she's paying all the bills, she's working her ass off. So she felt like that's what it comes with, right? She called infidelity the spoils of riches. Okay? The spoils of riches, which is very interesting because it basically, she's basically saying that when you have riches, it's basically inevitable to cheat. For infidelity, it's basically inevitable, right? And what's very interesting is that she compared herself to her dad, not to her mother, but to her dad, and said whoever, like my dad before me, whoever has the most gets to do whatever the hell they want, is what I thought. So my question is, did her dad did whatever he wanted to do to her mother in the relationship? And why didn't she compare herself to her mother? You see? So for even the fact that she compared herself to her dad, is troubling for me. And that she's taking on more manly qualities than woman qualities, right? So let's go on. Union described herself as horny for validation at the time, saying having certain kinds of guys like me and want me made me feel like I was worthy and good and valuable and deserving. She noted that now she is her own motherfucking validation and prize. Well, I mean, I hope so. You about what, 50? I mean, I hope you would grow out of that shit by now. But the thing about it, if you want all this validation, that comes from you not being validated possibly in the home growing up in your household. That validation will lead a lot of women to make poor choices, poor decisions, might get with the wrong guy, right? Get a quote unquote baby daddy, right? And then the guy leaves them, and now they upset, mad, and bitter now. But you was horny for validation, right? You horny for validation. So you was wanting to just date anybody. Just anybody make me feel worthy. Make me feel valuable. Make me feel good. You need to love yourself. Love yourself, right? And maybe she had a lot of toxic situations with her mother, because evidently she didn't say anything about her mother. She's like my dad before me, but you're not your dad. You're not your dad. You are a woman. Your dad is a man. You are a woman. You can't be like your dad. You see? So this is where the problem stems from. All right. So speaking with ET on Thursday, Union reflected on the criticism as an example of unequal gender expectations. So you see how she's trying to flip this, right? Unequal gender expectations. So let's see what she means by this. I think people really felt anger that a woman would dare be just as dysfunctional as a man, Union joked, because that's what I called it, and stupid. All right, so Gabrielle, if you think that being just as dysfunctional as a man is something that you need to strive to do, or is you need to try to be on the same level as a man with it, then something's wrong with you. You have something wrong with your mentality. You have a sick mentality, right? That doesn't make any sense at all. If you see a man being very dysfunctional, why would you want to mimic that or even try to be like that? But just like you said, your dad did it. So the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I see. As for her new show, Union is joining the acclaimed drama series this season, which she said hits close to home. The show takes place in the Bay Area, and this season specifically is talking about the sexual trafficking of young black and brown girls, explained Union, adding that shows like Truth Be Told are important because of these conversations right here, to bring the conversation and energy and resources where we need it the most, where we need it most. Season 3 of Truth Be Told premieres Friday, January 20th on Apple TV. All right. So, man, I mean, no wonder Dwayne Wade's son is turning into a girl. No wonder. You know what I mean? The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Gabrielle Union obviously has a lot of trauma. She obviously has a lot of self-love issues that probably didn't really heal itself until very recently, even if it's healed today. I mean, for the simple fact that she would take a boy and basically turn him into a girl is it's troubling in itself. And that shows, you know, her mental health. So I don't think that Gabrielle Union has a very high level of mental, a high quality of mental health at this point, for the simple fact of what we know about her now. And wow, I mean, if she does this to her husband, she feel like, well, I can cheat on you because I make more money. Why even be married? You know, why even be in a situation where you can hurt somebody in that manner with the infidelity, right? So, I'm sure knowing Gabrielle Union, she's probably not going to. It's probably not the last that we're going to hear from this. And something comes out about it, you know, I'm gonna speak on it, and I'm gonna give you my perspective, the Perion perspective. You know how I do, and I'm out, man.